Hello everybody, welcome to Studios. My name is Magnus, and in this video, I'm showing you every single LEGO set they're releasing in June of 2026 that I want. And of course, there are a lot of sets that are gonna be released in June of this year, like usual. And now there are a lot of sets that are coming out next month that are on my want list, so this video is probably gonna be a bit too long, but hopefully you'll stick around for the entirety of the video. So without too much more talking, let's get into this. So the first set that is releasing that I want is the Lord of the Rings minifigures. So this set right here is gorgeous. I love how this looks. I love the white walls around this, and I love the little cliff sticking out in the middle. I just really like how this is designed. So because of the price, there may be a chance that I might not actually get this set, but we'll just have to wait and see if I will get it. Next up, we have some botanicals. First of all, we have the cosmos flowers. So I actually really like the pieces that go around the flowers. I don't know if they're a new piece, maybe they are existing pieces, but I do also like how they use Wolverine claws on the stems. I like that a lot, so I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also do want the water lilies. Kind of interesting how these flowers are basically in pots. I actually think that makes them a bit interesting, but actual flowers do look very nice as well. So I'll also be buying this set. And I also want the woodland mushrooms. So this right here is a very wonderfully designed set. I love the printing on the mushrooms themselves, and I love the use of clamshell pieces in yellow. And I just think the design is very pretty. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now let's move on to C, which has some pretty amazing sets this time around. First of all, we have the mountain bike adventure van. I actually think it's kind of interesting how this set has a sliding door. Kind of curious on how that works exactly, but you actually like the design of the van as well, and just the concept of a mountain bike van is kind of interesting. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I'll also be buying the backhoe loader. So I actually do like how this bag loader is designed. I do like how the front shovel is built, and I love how the back part is built as well. And plus you get some new rock pieces as well, kind of interesting. And there's a porta potty as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the pizza delivery experience set. So this is a very interesting design for a pizza restaurant, but I do like how it has an arcade as well, and I love how there's literally fire in the oven area. And I love how there's a slammer for the car, which can even shoot out pizzas. Interested to see how that works. So I'll definitely be buying this creative set. Now I also want the drive-through car wash. So this is a very cool design for a car wash. I love the shaping of the actual design, and I love the two cars that you get as well, plus the minifigure that is wearing a Brit costume like him as well. So I'll also be buying this set. Now I also want the classic beach tram. I actually like the design of the tram itself. I do think it looks very realistic, and I do think the scale is perfect. And the little dock area and beach area do look very nice as well, so I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the vintage steam train. So I actually like the design of this steam train. I know it's a bit small, but I do still think it looks very nice, and I love the passenger car as well. And I also do love the platform that it has as well, so I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the Harbor Freight Train set. It's interesting to get a shunter again. We haven't gotten a shunter in a long time, but I do think the design is very good. And I also love the two container wagons as well. And while the telehandler is a bit weird, the truck does actually look very good. So I'll definitely be buying this as well. Now I also want the dump truck and front end loader. So as for a dump truck, I do think the size is very good. And it kind of looks like it has suspension maybe, not entirely sure about that. The flatbed is very spacious, and the front end loader actually does look very good as well, and the arm does look very good. And you even get a toolbox in this set, which does look very good, and there's a big sign as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set. And now I also want the Lava Land set. So it's kind of interesting that we're getting another roller coaster set, but I do think this is a nice successor to the Robot World set. And I do love the orange track that this set has. and I love the little spinning ride. And of course you get a remake of the Crystal King from Power Miners, which is not something I was expecting actually. But yeah, I will definitely be buying this set. Next up we have some Speed Champion sets. First of all, we have the Fast and Furious Toyota Supra MK4, and now we did actually get a Technic version of this set, but I actually do think the shaping on the Speed Champion's car is actually very good. I do love the side detailing that it has as well, and I love how the roof is open as well. And I think the spoiler is built perfectly, so I'll definitely be buying this set. Now we also have the Ferrari 499P. Now interestingly enough, we got a pair bag of this set last year, so it's weird how the actual car is coming out later. But I do think the shaping is very nice, and I love the side detailing that it has as well. And I love how the front part that looks very good as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set. And I'll also be buying Ken Block's 1965 Ford Mustang Unicorn RTR V1. That was a mouthful, but I do actually like the all-black design of this car, and I do love the engine that's sticking out at the front, like that detail a lot, and you get a Ken Block minifigure as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the upscaled Darth Vader minifigure. So it's interesting how they're making a large-scale Darth Vader as a brick-built minifigure. Kind of interesting, but I do think they captured the look perfectly, and I do like the design of the lightsaber in particular. And I don't know if the cape is a new piece, I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'll definitely be buying this set because it is awesome. Now there are also a couple of Disney sets that I want. First of all, I want Pua. So first of all, I do think it's funny how it's sitting down. I think that makes it look kind of nice. I do think his face is built perfectly. I do love the ears as well. Plus you get a stand with a crab as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also do want Stitch and Scrump. So it's interesting to get another brick built Stitch figure, but I do actually like the leaves going around the bottom, and I love the ukulele, I think is how you pronounce it, that he's holding. And you also get Scrump, who looks kind of strange, I guess. But I'll definitely be buying this set. Now let's move on to some Fortnite sets. First of all, I want Tomato Head. I do think this is a nice successor to the Dirt Burger set, and I do like the roundness of him, and I love the mustache that he has as well. And it's pretty cheap, so hopefully I will be able to pick this one up. Now I also want the supply drop. I actually like the design of the crate, and I love the balloon at the top as well. And you get some good minifigures as well, so I'll also be buying this one. Now I also want Kid. So this is a very interesting brick build figure, and I love the saw weapon that it has. I love the flames coming off the sides, and I love the head at the top. I think that looks very cute. So I'll definitely be buying this set too. And I also want the Wave Cave. So this is another roller coaster type set. I do love the mouse at the top. I think that looks kind of funny. And I do love the train that is on the side as well. And the minifigures are good as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now let's check out some Minecraft sets. So the first set I want from Minecraft is the Chicken Jockey Desert Attack. So one thing that's interesting about this set is this includes brick built figures. Kind of interesting. But I do think the figures are designed very well. I do think the bunny looks good. The, I guess, baby villager looks good. And the baby wolf looks good. And I do like the Iron Golem as well. And of course you get a chicken jockey, though apparently it's a husk baby that's weighing the chicken. Kind of interesting. But I will definitely be picking this one up. The next that I want is the Underwater Adventure, which the build doesn't really look that great. But the highlight is the Guardian and the Elder Guardian, which I don't have any of those. And I don't even have a dolphin. So that's really the only reason why I would want this set. But the builds don't really look that bad either, though they are a bit lackluster. But I'll probably still be buying this set. Now I also want the Skeleton. So this is another brick build figure, and I do like how it's standing on a grass block, like that a lot. I do like how it has a diamond helmet on, and I like how the bow actually uses a regular rope piece, like that a lot. So I'll definitely be buying this as well. The next set I want is the Ender Dragon. So this inner dragon is interesting because it's on a display stand, and apparently you can actually make the wings flap, kind of like the original Hedwig and Fox builds we got some years back. And I also don't have a inner dragon in my collection, so hopefully I will buy this set just so that way I can actually have an inner dragon. I also want the Evoker Village attack, so I only have a village in my collection, so it would be nice to actually have a village-based set. And I do like the design of the evokers as well, and plus I don't have an iron golem or a villager, so hopefully I will get a set just to get those things that I don't have in my collection yet. And I also do want the gas station. So the build here is actually kind of interesting, and I actually do like how the waterfalls are made. Like that a lot. And I do actually like how this has different levels to it, and I guess do look very good as well to me. So I'll also be buying this set. Now let's check out some Technic sets. First of all, we have the Bugai Shiron Pore Sport. So this is a green version of the Bugai Shiron Pore Sport that we got back in January. And honestly, I think I might like the green color scheme a bit better, but maybe I will get both of the cars, maybe, we'll see about that. Now I also want the Mitsubishi Eclipse, hope I said that name correct, but I actually do like the design of the car. I love the lime green coloring, and I do love how it has some blue accents towards the back. I love the all black hood for some reason, don't know why, but that just looks very good. So I will definitely be buying this set. Now I do also kind of want the Dodge Charger RT. So I unfortunately didn't get the original version of this set. So thankfully LEGO has made a new one, so I have another chance at getting one. And even though it wasn't really necessary for us to get another one, I actually do like the design of this new one quite a bit. So I'll probably be buying this set. Now I also want the Mercedes-Benz Unimog U5023 with crane. So I don't think I actually have a crane truck or a Technic crane truck in my collection, but apparently this one has pneumatics, which is actually kind of interesting. So maybe this thing will be fun to play around with. So because of that, I might actually buy this set. Now we're gonna check out some friend sets. First of all, we have the Queer Flower Shop. So I do actually like the design of this flower shop. I do love the angle design that it has. I love the little arch to the side, like that quite a lot. And you get a double bicycle, which I don't know if that piece has existed before, maybe it has, but the design is definitely very pretty. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also do kind of want the Mermaid roller coaster ride. So it looks like Friends also has a roller coaster, and I actually do love the coral details on this build. And I do love the little clamshell concert thing, I guess, at the top. And I just love the overall aesthetic of it. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the Cozy Autumn Forest Cabin. So this is a very interesting design set. I love the windows that are on the sides. I love the walkwork on the chimney. I like that a lot. And I do love the walkwork on the sides, as well as the pond, I guess, or is that a swimming pool? I don't know. But I do also love the trees quite a bit. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the Harlexy Grand Hotel. So I don't really have a hotel in my collection, but I do love the design of this one, and I love how it has a revolving door at the front, and there's even an elevator at the side, like that quite a lot. And I do think it looks very grand for a hotel build. So I'll definitely be buying this as well. Now there are also some new sets that are based on Spider-Man Brand New Day. And one of these sets is the Spider-Man Prison Transport Chase, which has a very cool tank design. I love the prison bar element that is used at the front. I love how it actually has statues on the side. And I do like how beefy this armored truck actually is. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now, maybe I'll buy the Spider-Man vs. Hulk Epic Clash set. I'm not entirely sure about that, but the build does kind of look a bit bland, but apparently it has a explosion function, which is kind of cool, but I'm not really sure if I will be buying this set. Maybe I will, but we'll see about that. Now another set I might get is the Shield Helicarrier set. So it's kind of interesting to get another Helicarrier set, but I do actually kind of like the design on this one, and I do love the turbines sides, and it looks like one of them is on fire kind of. And you get some minifigures on the display stand as well, so maybe I will buy a set, but I'm actually not entirely sure if I actually will. But we'll see. Now I'm gonna check out some Harry Potter sets. First of all, I want the Forbidden Forest Expecto Patronum set. So I actually do kind of think the build is actually kind of interesting. I do love the designs of the trees, and I love how the Dementors are coming off the side. And also don't have the Patronus, so maybe I will buy a set just so that way I can actually have a Patronus. Now I also want Dobby the Free Elf. So I didn't get the original Dobby figure unfortunately, but I do actually kind of like the design of this version. I know it's a bit smaller, but I actually do think the design is kind of cute, and I love the little accessories they get as well, so maybe I will buy a set. Now I also want Norbert, Hagrid's baby dragon. So I love how the dragon is actually coming off the egg. I think that makes for a very interesting design, and I do think the dragon that is coming off the egg is very cute. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the Hogwarts house quests. So this is very interesting because, well, obviously it depicts the Hogwarts house quests, but I do love the designs of the animals themselves, and I do love the actual shaping of this emblem kind of, and I do love the H at the front. So I'll probably be buying this set just so that way I can have a interesting display piece. Now I also want the Book Knock Dumbledore's Office set. So this is probably the best version of Dumbledore's office yet, and I do love all the details that is around this thing. And of course this does work like a book knock where you can open and close the build, which I do appreciate quite a lot, so I'll probably be buying this as well. And I also do kind of want the Hogwarts Castle East Wing. So I actually love the design of the bridge, I actually think it looks very good. And I do love the design of the tower as well, and the rock formation is very good. And you get the basilisk too, which is kind of interesting. The set itself is very expensive, so because of that, I'm not sure if I will be buying this set, but we'll see. Now there are only two queer sets that are on my wanted list. The first of which is the iconic Ferris wheel. So I don't really have a Ferris wheel in my collection, but I do like the design of this one, and I love the actual design of the cards, and I love the color scheme as well. So I'll definitely be buying this set so I can have a Ferris wheel. And now the other set I want is the iconic pirate ship. And now unfortunately I didn't get the last queer pirate ship, which is a shame, but I do like the design of this new one. I do love the two cans sticking out the bottom, and I do love the anchor as well, and the sails are brick built of course, but I do think they look very nice, and I do think the deck portion is good as well. And you get a squid or a octopus as well, so I'll definitely be buying this set because I have a new chance at getting a pirate ship. Next up, we're going to jump up, kick back, whip around, spin, and check out some of the new Ninjago sets that are releasing, starting off with Dragon's Rising Season 3. So first of all, we have Lloyd's Dragon Mech Battle Pack. Kind of interesting how we're getting two this year, but I do actually think the build is a little bit different from Kai's mech. Though I do also love how they introduced the Dragon Claws with this wave. Nice to see those appear in sets. So I'll definitely be buying this set because it's very cheap. Now I also want Zilvar and Grimtack the Dragon Beast. So this is a very interesting design for a beast. I do love the horns sticking out the front, and I do love the head build itself, and I do think the actual top part is interesting with a banner. Plus you get a sword holster piece, that's interesting. And because this is cheap as well, I'll also be buying this set. Now I also want Wildfire's Transforming Dragon Mech. So this is a very interesting set, but basically it's a dragon that can transform into a mech. But I do actually think that both versions do look very good, and it's interesting how you can't really tell this is also supposed to be a dragon when it's in mech form. And plus I am very happy to see Wildfire finally get a new suit. And you also get Empress Beatrix mech, which is a bit small unfortunately, but it's still a very good inclusion. So I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the Land Bounty. So it's interesting how we're getting another land bounty, but this one does kind of look different from the previous one. Though I do think this is a bit inferior to that one, but I do like the design quite a lot, and it looks like the actual top part can be removed. That's kind of interesting. So because I don't have the original land bounty, I'll probably be buying this one. Now there is also a Ninjago Legacy set that's coming out with the X1 Ninja Charger, which I'm not sure if I will be buying this set. I do actually think the design is very good, though we didn't really need to get another X1 Ninja Charger. Though maybe I will get a set just so that way I can also get the 15-year anniversary minifigure. But I'm not entirely sure if I will get this set, honestly. But there are also some sets from Ninjago Legends that are coming out, and only 2 of these sets really interest me. And the first one is the Twin Titan mix. So it's interesting to get both Kai and Nia's Titan mechs in the same set, kind of interesting. But as for Kai's mech, I love the giant gun that has at the top. And I do think the arms are interesting with like dragon heads on them, kind of cool. But Nia's does kind of look very reminiscent of Jay's mech with the 2 cannons at the top. But I do still think it's a nice Titan mech, so I'll definitely be buying this set. Now I also want the Ultra Dragon Battle. So this set basically depicts a fight between the Great Devourer and the Ultra Dragon. And the Ultra Dragon does look interesting because it's almost like a mech with 4 dragon heads and wings sticking out. But I do think the color scheme is interesting with gold, black, white, as well as green on the wings. But the Great Devourer build does actually stand out a lot to me, and I do think the design is very good. So I'll definitely be buying this set. And let's finish off the video with some BrickHeadz. So first of all, we have the Megatron Robot and Vehicle set. So we haven't gotten a large-scale Megatron figure, but I do actually like the designs of both of these BrickHeadz characters, and it would be nice to get this one to grow the BrickHeadz collection. Now I also want the Shrek, Donkey, and Gingy figures. So honestly, I think this is a little bit better than the other Shrek set we're getting. So yeah, of the 2 Shrek sets that we're getting, this is the one that I will pick up. Now I also want the Alice in Wonderland set. I do actually think the designs of all of these characters are interesting. I do love the torso designs for some of them, and I do also think the top hat looks kind of funny, so I'll definitely be buying this set. And I also want the Toy Story figures pack. And the thing is, we have gotten Buzz and Way before, but we haven't gotten Jessie or the Pizza Planet aliens. So they're nice inclusions as well. And again, I do think the designs of all of these characters are good, and I love how the Pizza Planet aliens have 3 eyes instead of just 2. So I'll definitely also be buying this set. And that was it. That was every single LEGO set they're releasing in June of 2026 that I want. And now let me know down in the comments below what set they're releasing in June of 2026 you want, even the ones that I didn't want. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys remember to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube, and hit that bell notification button so you're gonna find out upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.